Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. Welcome back to some more Oxygen Not Included. Hope you're doing well. Jen and Pliz, Ayla Avo, Zarek. Hello, Charlie Kelly on YouTube. Hope you're all doing well. I say we're back to Aquatica because I just spent the last the whole weekend thinking about snails. And not real life snails either. But yes, there's a YouTube video out about slogos, about actually properly mass ranching them. It is possible. Just bear in mind that your excess guys are going to be producing most of the mucus, not the breeders. But anyways, enough about snails. Let's have a look at some fish. See if the game screen actually decides to come up. That would be very handy, wouldn't it? I guess this will have to do for now. Okay. So, what are we up to? Well, I believe the last thing we've got to actually look at is the Aquatic Planet Pack. No, not the Aquatic Planet Pack. The Abyss. The Abyss biome. There are a few things in here I want to look at. I want to look at the polluted brine vents. I want to actually try geotuning these, because they're crazy powerful in terms of their output. We've got to try and get some squid ink going. I want to try doing stuff with the pin pockets. I think what I want to do today, I want to get the thermal gas fissures working. I want to get natural gas so we can use the gas range and we can get George recruited, because we just actually recruited Willow the mermaid. We've uncovered the cool slush geyser up here, that's fine. Yeah, you ended up geotuning them after I got bored of tubulars. Yeah. Okay, that's all good. Oh, you're flooded again with mucin. Here's something about mucin that's quite interesting. So, because it gets up to its tile mass of 100 kilograms really easily, it actually floods extremely easily if the tile is filled with mucin. So that's not really what we want to see, is it? I might turn the music down. Music feels a little bit loud. Still fiddling with my audio settings a little bit. But yes, this is the run where we have lots of fish. I think we've actually explored a lot of what we do want to explore in this initial run. But yeah, let's get these turtle drills online. Also, we're actually making sushi rolls now, right? Can we actually go have a look at the sushi rolls? Yeah, you have got an errand to do. This is for morale. So I believe this should be acceptable for George. So let's start recruiting George. We'll have to actually get in here. That should be fine. We have a large pocket of oxygen over here. I'll tell you to put some ladders in here and then we can just dig down, I guess. And I'm going to do it like this just to make sure that we're not causing any trouble. Then I guess do that dig, do that. Get the sand out of here. Then we'll start decorating everything. Yeah, George will help. Charlie Kelly says, I was thinking if polluted brine is due to feed slogos, how do we feed tubular if there isn't another source of brine? Yeah, we have loads of brine sources. I'm glad they actually changed it to have lots of brine sources. I guess classic map won't be an issue since it rolls 2 polluted brine geysers. Wait, really? Did I just miss one of them? I mean, to be fair, I've hardly explored down here. Look at this. There probably is more than one. Well, that would be worth having a look at. We got some loot, because we looked at a lot of snails. We got 6 blueprints. Let's have a look at what we got. The flower pot. Great. The slouchy strawberry socks. Okay, that's not bad. Black jet boots. Dressy shoes. Okay, I like that. We got the art. We already have all the art unlocked, but that's nice. And the Cobalt X. We only have one of them on a small-sized asteroid. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah, I'm not going to continue this run forever because, frankly, we are letting way too many wild critters hang out. We have been absolutely tanking our frames. And I have better ways of handling these guys now that I've thought about the game a bit longer. What are you doing? Oh, you're waiting for the door to unlock. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, what else do we want to do? I believe... So there's a pin pocket there. What was the actual plan? We know there's a thermal gas fissure there. Oh, I think it was because there's a tubular in here that we can get without risking the ire of the squids. So I think we were just going to start farming tubulars and getting a load of plastic. So I think... Let's actually... Oh yeah, there's another one up here I was going to grab too. Well, grabbing that one, I don't think we need to dig this up. I think we'll just let the polluted brine back down here. So let's actually protein this stuff. Don't think I wanted to dig the pin pocket either. That should be okay. Yeah, the annoying thing is... I think this is just going to keep flooding over and over again, right? If they keep putting mucin on this. But equally, if I just let this go... Is the mucin holding back all this liquid here? I want to see if that's the case. Can I turn this into a mesh tile? Now that we've got enough mucin here. Is that actually on the cards? Let's see. This is probably not the best idea, but I'm going to do it anyways. You guys know my style by now. Speed up just a little bit. Look, you got the lit workspace bonus. No, you don't. Thought you might have had it from the beacon. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there's going to be some liquid flowing through here. It's all coming out the bottom. Okay. That's probably not what I want. If I do that, it's just going to let all the salt water out the top, isn't it? Or is this actually sealed off? This might actually be sealed off, you know. Because that liquid isn't going anywhere. This liquid isn't going anywhere. I think this is actually going to seal itself once all this salt water is moved. Let's investigate. Yeah, you're down here, so now you can actually go and knock. Now, you do have oxygen here, so you should be fine. You just need to get some more skills. I've got to keep a very, very thorough eye on this. Also, where is all this water ending up? All this water is ending up down here. That's okay. If I want to make some more space, I can probably dig some of this sand out. That would probably be a good idea. Although, actually, if you're going to do that, don't worry about the back wall. Yes, there you go. That's okay. So, we do have to get George plugged into the wire. That's the very first thing we've got to do. We've got a load of gold. So... I think we're running out of copper, so let's do the gold first. There is at least a pump over here, so it should be the world's longest wire. I'm gonna make that priority 9 as well. Then we need to get the decor sorted out. Now, what material is best for decor? We have a lot of wood. Well, we have a little bit of wood. We don't have any gumwood, that's fine. Basalt gives a decor bonus as well. I think it would just be wood. Seems fine. Which one does George want? Should we give George one of the DLC related ones? We got the nauticals. Oh, look at this. We've got the nautical patterns. We've got the waves, the all over wave, the wind chop, the swirling waves. Let's do the swirling waves. This sounds good. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just do all of the panels behind George. Maybe just the ones we can reach at the moment. I prefer not to do any digging in here, because if we dig, then we're going to have to remove the debris, and then that's going to be irritating. So let's just do that, and then probably some metal tiles, right? We have a load of gold. Gold is great for this. So actually, Do the drywall first. Do we want any more dupes? No. We already have 21 dupes. I was going to put more barracks up here, wasn't I? Yes. I think we're going to go up to 25 dupes. Wait. Oh, we just printed the Arbor Acorn. Okay. That's fine. We're already lagging the heck out of this run, so we might as well, right? If it's actually not going to slow us down, we should probably do that. I am just going to set up the storage bin. The storage bin could go here, and then we just store all the debris in here. So yeah, go ahead and do that, please. Let's have a look at long commutes. There's a lot of cook supply, ranching supply going on. You guys are definitely eating all the sushi rolls at the moment. That's probably fine until we get George hooked up at least. And then we can focus on the marine drill and we can focus on the food. That's what I really want to do today, is I just want to set up the marine drill on stream and see how that goes. Now, we do actually need some diamond for this. Obviously, we can get diamond from refining Pinpockets. I believe I have put that on here as an option. How many of these do we have? None? Well, they don't go off. So we probably just lost access to them. I'm going to need to make more swimwear and rubber boots as well, I think. And let's make sure that you're actually prioritizing the beds as well. Who's actually going to come down here? Why do you not have an errand to come down here and knock? Oh, I cancelled it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. What's melting? Hello? Excuse me? Pardon? Why is the skill scrubber melted? What did I even make this out of? Huh? I get that a power bank probably exploded. Yeah, I think we probably had a load of power banks explode. What the heck did I make this out of that the skill scrubber exploded? Right, hold on. Does zinc ore really have such a low melting point? Well, it's 420 degrees. That's bizarre. What else do we have here? Power bank charger. Well, the melting point of zinc itself is 420 degrees as well. That's still honestly crazy that even happened. I guess the power banks just immediately conducted the temperature into it. That's so weird. Very, very odd. Right, looks like Quinn is coming to knock. The funny thing about the knock is you can just let the duplicate knock forever. I don't know why. Yeah, the reason we're going to recruit George is because he can give everyone their overjoyed responses. You can trigger them for everyone. And we have a lot of dupes in the colony now, so I think that's pretty good. Yeah, but the power bank exploding probably made it 420 degrees C for exactly 1 second. I don't know. It still seems kind of fishy. Honestly. Right, if we're actually building that, then I'm going to put in the gold tiles. These give a lot of decor over a large radius, so I probably actually just want to do a few of these. I could actually go around and do some more. That's usually what I do. I'll leave it for now. We'll come back in a minute. Definitely start by doing all of this. Yeah, we have plenty of food, plenty of oxygen, I believe. Our bloaters, our beacons were not functioning for a while. They are functioning now, so oxygen's back to normal level. How big is a skill scrubber? Surely the total heat of 420 degrees C skill scrubber would do more than a little damage. I mean, there is a giant pool of water with 500 fish in it as well, so that could absorb a fair bit of heat. But it strikes me as very weird. I mean, this is 400 kilograms. Time to do a sandbox showcase exploiting zinc melting point. I don't know. I think the next sandbox showcase video, I know it's a meme that I'm going to cover the Rexes and Dartles. I find it really funny that I talked about Rexes in the Slogo video because the Rexes help you recoup half the salt of the Slogo. I'm not sure that's even worth doing, but I think it's worth looking at for the Rex video. But the issue is, I want to come up, especially now that happiness mechanics have changed, I want to come up with a build that allows you to get both Dartles and Rexes in the room together so that the Rex eats the live Dartle and gets the most brine ice out. I think perhaps the best thing to do would be to set up a separate breeder ranch for Dartles, have the chamber with the excess Dartles, and then let one in from the excess chamber every now and then, rather than doing a combined ranch. That's probably actually the best approach now with how happiness works. But I feel like they wanted you to have a mixture of critters, right? In a ranch. I feel like that was the intent, and I kind of want to see if it's possible or efficient to do that. Can I just get you to deliver a load of gold here? Would that help? I think that would probably help. So gold, priority 9, get all that. Then we'll see if you do that. How has the power balance been? Good, but we are actually starting to use a lot of the power. That's good. But it does mean I will probably need to hook up natural gas power eventually. Yeah, you're scolding. That's fine. You're all gonna cool off pretty quickly. Let's actually see what's happening with the gold temperature as well. Because you're gonna be dipping that in the... You're gonna be dipping that in the water. It's gonna be, hopefully, dissipating most of its heat into the water, right? That's what I want to see. Could you set up some janky things so the Slogos travel to the Rex just before they died of old age? Maybe have them hatch, then have a feeder that tips them over. Like, the thing is, I feel like having Slogos in a ranch with Rexes would actually be a lot easier. Because they move so slowly, and you can drop them in one at a time. I think you could just set up a Slogo dropper with automation, so it just drops them in at a fixed rate per cycle on the other side of the Rex enclosure. And then drop the Rexes from the other end. But I think I mostly wanted... Okay, stop this now, stop this now. It's fine. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten absolutely everyone involved in that, but that should speed things up a lot, because we're going to be building a lot of gold tiles here. That one will be in range as well. That one will be in range. I also need to make sure you're not eating sushi rolls anymore, because I want to make sure that we actually feed them to George. So, don't eat them. Maybe have them hatched and have a feeder that tempts them over. Yeah, there's a way of doing it, but basically, I need to just actually think about it and sit down. I always want to prioritize videos that I actually know what I'm doing with first. And I think... Why are you still scolding? Oh, Quinn, you need to go rest. Yeah, have a rest, Quinn. Oh, but the spigot seals, I know what I'm doing with them now. I've learned over the course of several Twitch runs. And also, that's from the Frosty Planet Pack. That's been out a while now. I should have a thing about them by now. So that's going to be the first one. Then, after that, I'm probably going to... I'm probably just going to do a video about bloaters, and then I'm going to tie that in with the Paku update, because functionally, bloaters behave very similarly to Paku from a breeding viewpoint. And I could tie in a general update to the Paku video into that video without making it a part 2. You're imagining something really cursed. Your videos usually cover topics that are actually useful. Well, this is the thing. I was still unsure about the general usefulness of Rexes. I thought they were kind of outclassed for a while, but I think I'm coming around to the idea that each critter poops 128 kilograms of brine ice per cycle. That's a lot of water. It's not as much as the Slogos, obviously, but you get the salt as well. And they eat the critters, which is handy, and you get the reed fiber. And there's only a couple of reed fiber sources in the game, so I think that alone means that you're going to be doing Rexes at least some of the time. So I really should cover it as a topic. Charlie on YouTube says, I usually feed the overflow tough meat from your lum ranches to the Rexes and skip dartles altogether. Yeah, but if you feed them the tough meat, doesn't that half the brine output? And isn't that the whole point of the Rex? Yeah, see here? Yeah, if we actually look at this list, most critters are too big to be eaten whole. Some meat gets left over. But if we scroll all the way down, dartles are snack-sized, and Slogos are snack-sized, and Gilgos. The Gilgo baby still doesn't have a sprite. That's funny. So, yeah. There is some real synergy there. But I'm glad that you think my videos usually cover something fairly, reasonable. I think this drop-off needs to be hooked up to a... God, does it really take you this long to bring an individual Slogo over? Maybe. But yeah, look, this has actually plugged itself with mucin now. It's probably a sign I just need to let all this water go at some point. That's probably fine. How is the schedule looking? Are they still on the separate schedules? They are. Minnow is friggin' useless. They can't dig and they can't build. What is Minnow's day like? Your current errand is to sleep and then heal. And then relax. Oh, right, I see. Oh, you're just doing a load of supplying. Okay, well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. My videos are more sane than Luna's. Yeah, but Luna has some, like, crazy good ideas. Like, the whole cool steam vent thing. I probably would not come up with something like that on my own, if I'm being really honest. This is supposed to be debris. So I'll make it sweep only priority 9. And then we'll start sweeping up the debris. Priority 9 that gold tile as well. And then I'll get you to dig this coal. And then I'll get you to build this tile. You built the wrong tile first. Okay. So if I'm going to dig that, that's fine. Okay. There you go. Are you at least plugged in? You are plugged in. You're 45% of the way to the decor already from the gold tiles. Very sad that True Tiles is not here yet. Has there been an update on the True Tiles situation? I'm not going to press it too much, but I'm just curious. Let's get digging for Hassan. Senna can have supplying, and then Stinky can have ranching too. Sounds good. Like a path back and forth with open doors, the one high Slogos could fit through, but not the Rex, and Slogo feeders such that the Slogos could spend 20 cycles moving through before eating in. Oh, you mean literally just like a little labyrinth for the Slogo to go through? I don't think we're going to need to do that. I think I already know what I'm going to do for Slogos and Rexes. But the other thing is, the new happiness mechanics are a bit more forgiving. If we drop a guy in, it's only going to lower their reproduction speed. It's not going to cut it entirely. And there'll be a fair bit of leeway if you're feeding the Rexes with the critter fountain. I'm going to make sure that in all my future ranch design videos, we always have the capability for a critter fountain. We had to cover it, obviously, because the slogos are a good source of brackine in and of themselves, because of all the mucin. But the happiness bonus is just too important, I think. Especially for critters where you want the excess for, like, the meat or other products. The other thing I was thinking is, if you drop the slogos in a cold Rex ranch, the mucin will freeze. And then you can just store the frozen mucin somewhere. And that's probably a bit easier than pumping it all out. I'm not sure how much of a difference that would actually make. We're 52% of the way to the decor. Okay. Then let's actually get... Okay, sushi roll... What's holding up the sushi roll? It's this ladder. This is just a work errand. Okay, that's fine. Good. Infinite solid storage is much easier than infinite liquid storage. The only problem is, you do actually have to melt the mucin at some point to use it. I mean, if you're transporting it to a boiler, that could work. But equally, at that point, that's... You're freezing the mucin and then boiling it. That's kind of inefficient. Right, let's get Freya to come and deliver that, and then... Yeah. If it ever melts, it could be entertaining. Yeah, you just have a... It would just be like a vertical explosion. That would be very funny. Right, we are going to need the gas range to get the rest of this done. Now, did we actually research the gas range? We got the refashionator, which I don't think we're going to need. We got the comfy bed. Was I going to give everyone comfy beds? Possibly. Right. What are we going to look at? Gas range. We've already got it. Okay, that's a good sign. So... That can go here, I guess. Is this the most efficient place to put it? No. Is it a place where I can fit it? Yes. So that's going to go there, and then we're going to need the natural gas pump. Now, do we have a bit where the vent has already been dumping it all? That is 100 kilograms. It's also covered by squids. But we could actually potentially reach this pretty easily. If we actually open this up, it could all float up to the top. But then the squids will get up here as well. The hermit loved the food. Good. Right, okay, so that's good. So now we can consume sushi rolls again. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, natural gas. So we need one of these thermal gas fishes to work. This is probably the better candidate. Because this is sealed by the polluted brine. I could just dig in here and let all the polluted... let all the natural gas up here. And then we can put the drill in. And then it's... We should be able to seal the squid in here fairly easily. I think that is what we should do. I don't really care too much about digging the galena up. There is diamond as well. Let's dig up the diamond. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll set up a natural gas pump. And then that could just go up here, I guess. So... all we need to do is put this in here. This can be made out of steel, because we've got loads of steel. I'll put a Atmos sensor here. No, don't make it out. Actually, do make it out of iron, because the iron is already down here. I know it's really hot, but... Actually, you should probably be making this out of lead, right? Yeah, let's make the sensor and the wire out of lead. Are sushi rolls an easy, high-quality food or a lot of hassle? Well, they're not a lot of hassle, because I've already done them. And they were the first one I did. So, just to reiterate... You make them with lice loaf, nori, and fish fillet. obviously you're going to have fish fillet if you're this far in the game. Nori takes ages to spoil, so you can get a lot of this actually wild. So you don't need to worry about this too much. Lice loaf is probably the hardest one to get, but if you get the snails, you've got mucin for lice loaf, which is nice. And then you just need to actively cool a room with the mealwoods in it. This pipe has actually mostly filled with hydrogen now. That's good. That's very good. Is this pipe actually still full of hydrogen? No. Well, that's fine. As long as the pump isn't running all the time, this should stay nice and cold now, so that's good. I think the sushi roll is pretty acceptable. Obviously Nigiri is better. Actually, wait. Why don't we just give George a Nigiri? All we need to do is murder one squid, and then we can make this. Right, squid. Your days are numbered. First we will fight you, and then we will tame you. Right. So, easy pickings squid-wise. Probably is just going to be this one, isn't it? If we're already trying to get in here. Right, let's priority 9 that, and then... the iron is all the way down here. This area is a little bit too hot. I think that will probably still be iron, though. I can tell this wire is going to be a pain, though. Oh my god. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a pain. Does that make more sense than just letting the natural gas fill everything up? Probably. I don't really want to keep polluting the whole map forever. That is going to take way too long for 4 dupes to make, though. Drop a crab and an egg in with the squids at and fight it out? Maybe. I think we're going to have to get Exo Suits. I think it's time. Let's set up Exo Suits. I'll tell him to get rid of this, and then we'll start building that immediately. So, we already have the power wire here. Okay, we don't, but that's fine. I'm going to tell you to yellow alert this, because I don't want anyone wandering down here without a suit. I'm going to tell you to unequip this right now. So we'll just need one nice thing. Actually, hold on. Tofu is not quite there. Okay, yeah. We'll keep going on that. Do I have an exosuit forge? That is something we need. I could probably stick one here. Yeah. Let's do that. So... Exosuit forge. Really? I haven't researched that? Okay, let's research that. There you go. And then I guess I will tile this over as well, because why not? And I'll tile that too. I don't really want to put it in the recreation room. I probably could put it in here. I just want you to deconstruct these tiles. Minnow could go down there, that's fine. I'm gonna unequip your suit because I don't want anyone in here with a mask. You are actually... Yeah, you're about to run out as well. So let's unequip your mask. No, it doesn't have any air in it. You're fast, so you should be fine. I think. There is air up here. I need to make sure that's... Yeah, that's only priority 5. So let's actually make sure this is only priority 5. Because I don't want anyone doing that before the George stuff at the moment. You're up to 82% decor. That's good. So... let's get rid of this. Get rid of that as well. Although, actually, you don't need to worry about that. Because I'm just going to put some more metal tiles here. And I think that will actually be enough. Just those metal tiles. But go ahead and do that. And then the natural gas pipe. So that is going to go... oh my god. That is going to go all the way here. Do I want to do this long term? Probably. Because the alternative is I just put the gas range down here and we bring all the food up. But we need a power source down here anyways, and I don't really feel like setting up the natural gas stuff right next to the thing. I'm just very aware building diagonally like this is probably actually just going to be more effort than it's worth. Well, they shouldn't be too long building all this stuff. I guess we'll see. And then we've got to go actually hook up the drill as well. Right, and then that could go up here. And then that could just go up here. No, why would I want you to do that? I should be able to dig all of this without any issues. And then I can just bridge it over here. Okay. And that's traveling up so much the map, I don't think insulating it is going to be a problem. Right. I could also, actually... You know what? I'll take Higby for a change. I don't often take Higbies for some reason. Am I discriminatory against dupes? Maybe. So Higby has plumbing. I'm going to give you the ranching stuff as well. And then schedule-wise, you could go on this schedule. The other thing I could do is I could do canister fillers. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I think we'll leave that. Okay, so that was the decor. Okay, that's good. Oh, we got the wood tiles now as well. Good, good. So the marine drill is in utilities, and we can make this with a plastic gasket and make that out of iron. So that fits on neatly over here. And then we're going to have to get in here as well. So let's make some basalt ladders. That one's probably going to come down here. I can see squids. It's not great. We are going to murder some squids, though, so we can make some stuff. Right. I think that will do. It'll take them an absolute age to get down there. You are hooked up to the power. Yeah, literally just surrounding it with gold tiles and putting in the wood back walls was good enough. I do like the texture. You can just about see it. And then your power is going to be on in about 2.5 cycles. Okay. Is it quicker for me to dig through here with a gold wire? Probably not. I'll just let them keep doing that, and then while they're researching, once they've researched the Atmos suits, we'll just get that set up, and then it should become pretty straightforward. We'll probably need a lot of Atmos suits, though. I'm also running dangerously low on Pepsi. So we'll think about that. You are making iron here. How much iron have we actually made over here? Oh, 5.7 tons. Oh, okay. Well, that's a start. That might actually help us out then. You're building the pipe. So that's a good start. I should probably be making the pipe here out of different materials, but I don't think that's going to be the constraint. I'm going to speed through it. This is going to take a while just building all this stuff. We'll keep printing more dupes in the meantime as well. Yeah, I really don't know a lot about glow squids, honestly. The squid ink they shoot is a ranged attack, I believe. They secrete abyss light. Then they give you the calamari. The food of kings. How much oxygen is down here? Not a lot. Oh. That's a lot of oxygen. Is this single blob of mucin holding back thousands of kilograms of oxygen? I think it might be. Okay, so here's what we do. We dig this up, and then we sweep this. And then we probably dig that as well. Let's see how that goes. There you go. There's all the oxygen. Oh. That's okay. That's not too much oxygen in there. I probably didn't want to let that go, though. Oh. I've now realized what we've done. You come and seal this up. I might have to let some more water out from down here. Oh, there's a tidal spring we haven't even hooked up. Houston Strunk, yeah. Who's gonna do that one? Stinky, where's Stinky? Oh, God. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, you're gonna start pressurizing up by Escher's shenanigans. Looks like it. Oh, no. I made this out of siltstone, too. This is a potential deal breaker. Why is the slowest dupe doing this task? Well, that one's on me. That's gonna keep filling with salt water until something breaks. Is there any more research needed for this? Well, there is, but can we get the water? No? Why not? Need to empty this. Well, that is on your list of things to do, so I'm sure you'll do that. Right, well... I didn't really want to let all that water down here. The funny thing is, at the moment, the water isn't going down. It's just going in. Okay, thank you, Stinky. Well, the problem is this is going to keep draining until it gets down to this level. Then it's going to start breaking through here. So how about I just get you to dig these tiles? That should help. And then what I probably need to do as well... I probably need to get in here and get this out. And then seal this with a granite tile. But you can't actually get in here now because you need to actually remove these tiles. Okay. Let's get that done. And then get that tile done. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, speed up, please. You may as well also get the gas range done. And we need the Exo Suit forge doing as well. Right, yeah, that's probably fine, and then I'll get you to dig that too. That should be enough water for all of this. Okay, that salt water's flowing down here now. That's actually fine. That's good. Okay. I will let you dig the rest of that. That's okay. You're making sushi, good. Sushi is good for the soul. Right, May can have digging. Minnow, the useless dupe of uselessness, can have... Well, you might as well have Dive Master, right? First, and then we'll give you the decorating, I guess? Jesus Christ. No, I'm just going to give you supplying. Well, they are still managing to get down here, but I'm not sure how well that's going to go. Actually, wow. Pay is on it, like a car bonnet. That's good. Right, you build that tile. And then I'm going to need you to seal this again. That water should flow in here pretty quickly. But I need you to yellow alert dig this first. To let the water actually flow. And then I should probably watch the suffocation. Okay. Let's give... Okay, let's give Higby and Minnow the swimwear. And then give Higby and Minnow the rubber boots. That sounds good. And now that water's going to come in there, and you don't need to do that one. And then that should fill up to the level we want. And then the tidal turbine should run again. Okay, good. I'm going to suppress notifications on this one, because I don't care what that one's doing. And then the mucin is just going to keep piling up here forever, right? That's what we want to see. You should not be wearing a mask anymore. Well, the good news is they're building the pipe. I guess having the extra breath is helpful. Carmike. Carmike! What is this? Just dig all of this. We'll want it all eventually, and you're now stranded, so I'm not going to feel very sympathetic for you. They're going to do the hover. Oh, then you actually need to... Oh, God. It's not just that you're stranded here, it's that you also need to escape from this bit without flooding everything. Which feels slightly possible. I think you would have to come here, though. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's probably it. And then a little bit of that is going to flow out. I guess this means I should hook up this tidal turbine, right? That's very funny. That does not need... Oh, you don't need to make that out of a rubber gasket. You can make that with a plastic gasket. That's fine. And then make this wire out of gold. And then that could go there. And I'll probably need to do a little bit of adjustment in here as well, but we'll see. I'll just get it built first. Right, skills. Let's see. Ada can have building. There you go. And we'll probably just want to keep giving everyone supplying. So I guess we'll speed 3 again. Yeah, glad they actually hit some iron from the refinery. That was a stroke of luck. Yeah, I'm not surprised you're making a mess. Oh. Oh, okay. You can remove this tile. There you go. That's funny. Yeah, now you guys can actually get in here again. I should probably cut down this list somewhat. Crude oil, I don't think we need. Gum palm seeds, I don't think we need. Gum wood, I don't think we need. Sand, I don't think we need. Salt, I think I'm gonna at least consider because we've got slow goes. Okay, so we have the Exo Suit forge. So let's go ahead and build this. It's gonna go right here. Not letting all the fish out. That would be bad. And then that wire is going to go there. And then let's actually build a motion sensor. And what I'll do is I'll make sure to cut this wire off. That one's going to go around. So that could go up here. And that can be priority... You know what, that could be a yellow alert because I don't want that to get messed around with. Oh. Whoops. That's fine. And then, yeah, put this back in. That could be priority 9. And then the lamp can go here. And then power wires, that can just go there. Yeah, that's okay. And then we'll obviously just make surf and turf. We just literally need the natural gas to get up here. And we will set this up so it's sustainable. Thankfully, this will not take you very long. There you go, dynamic duo. And then now we need the Exo Suit station. So, Atmos Suit checkpoint. Let's get rid of this and put an extra dock. And then this can just be another iron wire that will go up to here. 5 dupes with Exo Suits will probably be quick enough building this, right? There's some other stuff for you to do in the meantime. What are you doing? Don't worry about this. Right, stations. Okay, let's get the checkpoint in. I'm glad I'm feeling a bit better than I was on Wednesday. I realized I was a bit moody that day. I think this is just going to have to be gold. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make these copper. I could put another one here if I really wanted. I might just do that. Then you're going to need 6 Exo Suits. We do actually have the reed fiber to look after all these Exo Suits, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Oxygen-wise, yeah, I'm not super fussed about that. Make sure to remove that ladder. Wrong element damage. Oh. Weird. Well, I'll just tell you to vent anything that's not oxygen. So that could go here. And then... I guess I'll remove that ladder. Actually, hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ah, beans. Okay, hold on. Do that. And then, vent anything that's not oxygen. Hold on. Yeah, so not gate would go here. And then that would be... anything that's not oxygen. And the gas pressure is high. So I need a high pressure gas vent. So let's research that. Oh, we don't have the material. We need a gasket. Okay. Well, I'll make a rubber gasket then. Sounds good. Gosman, let's give you... oh, I don't know. More strength. I think giving everyone more strength would be beneficial. You have plumbing. Sounds good. For scolding, you'll be fine. I'll do all the tasks. I'm going to stop being so harsh on them. When are you going to make the gaskets? I'm just going to yellow alert this. I really want to wait for the gasket. Why did I put the crafting station here and the research station on the side? That's weird. I could probably do with a light then, or... yeah, that will need a light. Wow, okay. Fringe. Let's do that quickly then. There you go. And then you need to be oxygen. Anything other than oxygen gets vented. No, don't make it out of steel. Oh, make it out of steel, I don't care. We have 10 tons of steel. Steel is not a problem. Beans, where's toast? Yes, exactly. At least this gives the suit docks some time to charge up oxygen before we build everything else. So then that one can go there. Then that can go back here. So that should be all the oxygen, and then all the polluted oxygen will get vented out down here. Good. And then we obviously don't have any exosuits. Do we? You can now make them. So obviously we want you to repair exosuits. This is priority 9. We can make them out of zinc. No. Oh. Oh my god! Am I gonna get you to make some zinc then? I guess I am gonna get you to make some zinc. So I'm gonna make 6 of these. And then that means I'm gonna make, I don't know, like 18 batches of this. Sure. Have fun. Okay, I mean, this is going alright. But yeah, to actually get the diamond to run the drill, I'm definitely actually going to want to get the pinpockets going. Because pinpockets let us make the diamond from refined carbon without getting a load of radiation going. And this asteroid, apart from the uranium biomes, obviously, is actually pretty lackluster when it comes to radiation. So, we should do that. For another dupe. We got a clamp seed. You do actually get these after a while, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Frostproof operator supplier, that sounds good. Turner. I guess there's not that much of a need for frostproof dupes on this asteroid now that I think about it, but you're not bad, and we can go up to 25 dupes. Although we're only going to go up to 24 because we're going to get George as number 25. Yeah, you've made your first Atmos suit. That's good. And this is going to be clearance vacancy. You should only be going through here if you have an Atmos suit. And then deliver here. Okay, so the power wire has been lit. Got all calls for aid. And then calamari. Looks like we already made a calamari and ate it. That's fine. We'll make another one. I guess you found a random squid somewhere. The constraint is going to be the surf and turf. We know that. So I'm not going to worry about that. Zinc does not actually require a lot of heat to make. It's comparable to gold. So that's a good one for us to do. And yeah. Dumping the heat from the metal refinery. Look, this oil is 55 degrees. That is some cold oil. And we're never going to make a dent in heating this up, so I'm not too worried. How many people do we actually have with suit training? 1! Good. That's mildly annoying, but it is what it is. Probably should have been giving people suit training. Oh, you're the sunbug. That's right. I accidentally got a sunbug. Has anyone been actually doing anything with Shinebug since it got nerfed? I feel sad. I feel sad for the Shinebugs. Okay, you're not going to be super fast, but that's fine. Let's see what Leia is getting up to. You're going to build all the wire? Good. Oh my fucking god. I hate you so much. This is going alright though. I think with 6 dupes coming down here... Oh, we'll probably need more than 1 gas pump, won't we? Well, that's fine. There's no shortage of gas here. So, let's just literally plug it in Ceres. I should probably also actually set up an Atmos sensor and hook it up here. Right? Just in case we do run out. Not that I think it's overly likely. Right, Catalina can have ranching. That's good. Flooded. Oh. The mucin strikes back. Sweepy, this is your responsibility. But yeah, because mucin floods buildings so easily... This was the other problem I found. So when we were doing the YouTube video on slow goes, people have been like, why are you just using sweepies? And if you're going to use sweepies, you would want them in a mesh tile bit underneath the buildings, because it takes a while for the sweepy to actually get to the mucin that floods individual buildings, and they build up to the flooding threshold pretty quickly. So you can run them underneath, but I wouldn't actually recommend having them in the room like this. Otherwise, you do get the buildings getting interrupted every now and then. But that's fine. They were never the focus of this run anyways. Wow, we have a lot of calories. Actually, we have some calamari. I guess we had some stored up somewhere. That's good. What? Why calamari? Why, hold on, why is it saying sushi roll? This should be saying calamari, right? We already, hold on. We already gave you a sushi roll. The game is asking for another sushi roll. I think this is bugged. Or is it just letting me offer George more sushi rolls? That is concerning. I really hope this isn't bugged. Oh, they're both on the way. They're having a race. Pei is winning, though. Not the most direct route for them to go down. Is this really going to give me another one? Look, he's just eating it now. Oh! Have they changed this? Have they changed it so you can now offer him the wrong food? That's very funny. He's just like, I don't want this. He just left it there. Okay, well, I'm glad. I'm glad that wasn't bugged. I'm sure that's always been in the game, and I've probably just forgotten to ever try it. That's very funny. Right, well, can you actually... Right, if I tell you to stop making sushi rolls, and then I yellow alert this, will you come and do that right now? Let's see. So Willow is going to go find the calamari, right? Just follow Willow for a bit. In fact, actually, you know what? We're going to follow Willow while I go and get a drink. So let's see what Willow does. Because we're officially out of Pepsi. I'll be right back. Wait a minute. You're grabbing the nori. I didn't want you to grab the nori. We have calamari somewhere, right? Is it in the station? No. Oh, Liam is grabbing the calamari. Okay. Oh my god. Have fun, Liam. Oh, the guys aren't actually aggressive. Oh, and they're flashing the other colors to indicate they're ready to milk. Okay. You're in luck. That's good. I will get you to come and do the rock crushing for the Pinpoki as well. So, I don't need you to do Corallium into lime. I don't need you to do fossil into lime. Actually, there's a small amount enough for fossil. I don't really care about that. I'll let you start rock crushing. Because, now's the time. Oh, I'm so glad they actually have suits now. That is good. Right, let's just actually resupply these with oxygen. So you need to be above, let's say 2,000. And then you can start actually pumping in a full pipe of oxygen. And then that should definitely be enough oxygen for 6 exosuit dupes. So let's see. Freya can have supply. I just need to give everyone exosuits at this point. So let's just actually prioritize that above everything else, I think. Yeah, there's Leon. And then we can make the... We can make the Nigiri and then give it to the guy. And then Gosman can get in here and cook. And then we can go back to Sushi Rolls. Although, I guess I might as well let them cook Nigiri in future. Also, I was very cheeky. I got a can of Coke. I know we just finished off that 2 litre. I did not finish it off today. Also, the Coke from the fridge is cold. So you have to consider that. Right, but there we go. That's the calamari. So let's set that to priority 9. And then let's actually get the Nigiri delivered. Now that we figured out that we can actually end up delivering the wrong items. Tenderized calamari and live loaf wrapped in nori. Expert preparation brings out the meat's delicate sweetness and soft, chewy texture. There you go. So Ruby can go ahead and do this. Higby is not having the best of times. Did we already have some exosuits? Oh no, we're still making them. Okay, that's fine. I never really used the breathing station, did I? I think I should probably hook some of these up. There we go. He was a big fan. Good. That's very funny. Right, so now it is just surf and turf, so we just actually need to get this natural gas hooked up. So we can go back to making this priority 9. Definitely do that bit first, and then we'll hook everything. And I guess, actually, that bit could come later, but the dig needs to come now. Yeah, okay. Now, that's going to take a while. Are there any other priority tasks I want them to do? No. So that's probably not going to keep everyone busy. What else do I want to do in the meantime? What can we currently access? So we know the Pinpoki has to grow between 40 and 80 degrees C. It will take brine, polluted brine, salt water, polluted water. It won't take clean water. But you can also actually have it in squid ink. That's weird. And then you need to feed it refined carbon. So... is there a location that would already be really good for this? Oh! We just put the Pinpoki in here. That works. And I know we can't fertilize Pinpoki either, so... let's actually just set up a couple of them in here, right? So wall planter, we can make this out of pearl, I guess. That probably makes sense. Yeah, I could just put it in the bottom here. I'm not sure how many of these we're going to want. Let's put 8 in here for now. And then we have a little bit of refined carbon. We are actually making refined carbon up here. We're making it with the coal. We're making it with the... peat. Aren't we? Yes. No? Yes. Okay, good. Alright. Still figuring out that one. Yeah, we could definitely start growing them, because we just plant them in here, right? We have 900 kilograms of plastic. What did I want to do with the plastic? I could go and make... Let's just check the room layout quickly. Is this actually all good? Yeah, this looks all good. Let's look at the traffic overlay. Let's make these ladder segments plastic ladders. I think that is important. And then probably these ones up here as well. There you go. Because there isn't really an alternative to plastic for those, and that will speed people up. Ellie, you can have... I mean, I should probably have just given them supplying as well, but whatever. Yeah, let's see these Pinpoki. I could also, actually... If I put a ladder in here, and then I move this pump over here, then I could remove this pump, and we could actually put another 2 here, and then we'd have 10 Pinpoki by the brine vent. And we're going to geotune this later as well, so that should warm up as well. I mean, the plan is to geotune it. Depends how long I feel like keeping this run going for. Because after this, the last thing to do will be the tubuliers and the glow squids. But I think we will stick around to geotune everything, because I've been talking about it a lot, and we've got to at least attempt to geotune the polluted brine vent. There you go. You'll need a wire here too, and that's actually good. Okay, you can actually remove this as well, that's fine. Yeah, now you're actually getting a full pipe of oxygen to these things. Good. And just to check, yeah, there's definitely no significant oxygen down here. Oh, you're actually getting in here to do the drilling now. That's good. I could probably plant some tubuliers as well, but I think I'm just going to say planting the tubuliers for next time, because I think we'll have enough stuff to do today. Yeah, let the natural gas through. And then we need to get in here slowly. Oh, wow. Oh, no. I thought this was going to go smoothly. Well, I'm going to have to murder the squids then. The good news is squids don't have a lot of health. So I might just set these to get attacked. And then I guess you can make some more calamari. But that's fine. There's plenty of squids elsewhere, right? I guess this should all be priority 8. Actually, you know what? Do this first. Aware that's probably not speeding things up, but that's okay. Oh, this got blocked by the polluted brine here. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna need you to dig probably these 3 tiles. Oh, we got a big pool of ethanol. That's fun. Well, oh, what's this geyser? We got a leaky oil fissure? Okay, I don't really care about that. That's fine. The magma. This is where the beans are. You're fine, Hassan. Actually, wait a minute. I think I've missed the point of this. The breathing station. It's quicker than them suffocating, or than them breathing up here, isn't it? I should probably actually try this. How about I put one in here? I can't really fit it in the ranch. I'll put one right here. Let's test this out. Because the oxygen pipe is right here. I never actually used it last time, so... do that. How's this ranch doing as well? Yeah, you're up to 12 out of 12. Good. Yeah, so these sequines, they produce 12 kilograms per cycle of this. The ovulene production depends on how happy they are. And then that's how you get the mucin out. But you need to... I think you're still mostly just doing this for the caviar, right? Because I don't think this is as much mucin compared to the slogos as we had. Then again, we're not dealing with a load of excess sequines. Although, I guess technically we are. Oh my god, how many fish are in here? A lot. You know, I'm not even going to bother. Somewhere in the region of 600. I think, is a reasonable estimate for that. Yeah, let's build this swimming center. Oh, you know what? I'm going to get you to priority. I'm going to get you to prioritize this. Go ahead, Higby. People seem to come down here enough that this is worth doing. They're singing the song of the sea. Alright, and then we'll build this. And then oxygen-wise, that's going to get hooked up. Probably just here. There you go. Nothing too fancy about that. We priority 9 that dig. That is priority 9, okay. God, this is gonna take them friggin' ages. Swimwear. Yeah, sure. Oh, I just passed up a friggin' diver's lungs, dude. What was the logic behind that? Oh, I already made all the swimwear. Oh, whatever, I don't care. Yeah, I guess you really are just building all the gas pipe first. That's fine. Right, let's speed through this though, because it's going to take you a while. I do actually want to see you build these though. I feel like that should be higher on your list. Yeah, there you go. Oh. So what are you guys up to? Are you guys playing Oxygen Not Included at the moment? Are there other games on your horizon? We're nearly at cycle 200. It feels like that's blown by pretty quickly, but we have had it on speed 3 a lot, to be really honest. Yeah, it looks like you're dumping the pearl, right? Pay the pearl connoisseur. You dumped 10 kilograms. I think you could have done better than 10 kilograms. I guess there's one thing about the pearl is it gets dumped in relatively small quantities, so probably easier to build stuff out of diamond in general, maybe. There you go. You've been playing a bit of FTL the past few days? Any mods or just the normal game? I used to play a lot of FTL when that was out. Had a lot of fun with that game. Okay, should we start putting pin pockets in here? Yes. Pin pocket seed. But that is just a pin pocket, right? Let's go check. Oh no, you had a pin pocket seed. Now I'm confused. Hold on. Pin pocket. Okay. Okay, this is the seed. Oh, that's gross. And then this is the actual pin pocket. But it produces... Oh, the plant is the seed, isn't it? Right? I'm not just going crazy. I'll do that as well. And then we can just start farming them. And then maybe we'll make people some uni. I think this gas pipe should be made out of... This gas pipe should be made out of basalt, right? That would save them some time. So I'll tell them to do that. There you go. The actual smart, sensible thing to do. The wire is going to be the bit that takes the most time anyways. Right. Okay. And then you need fertilization. If we're doing you automatically, I may as well just actually set up some mechatronics, right? Make you out gold. Gold should be fine, because otherwise we're going to end up with steam in here, and I don't really want that to happen. And then conveyor receptacle could go here, I guess. And then that could be the refined carbon. So that, I guess, is going to go here. And then I'll just send you... That's probably fine. Just the normal game, most of it easy at the moment. Yeah, FTL is one of those games where it is actually really challenging when you're playing on hard. If you're still learning how the game works, and you don't have like the whole meta in your head, hard is very hard. So one thing I remember that's like a good example of the kind of thinking you need to do at FTL is there's an item that you can find called the scrap recovery arm that lets you just get more scrap from every encounter. But it costs money to buy from the shop. So the funny thing is, it's actually not worth getting most of the time on harder difficulty, because you need that gold early on to get strong enough to actually survive. If you find it for free, that's great, but buying it from a shop will pretty much kill the run, because you won't be able to make the return on the investment. Whereas at easy, you get more scrap, so it's easier to pay off the investment. It's just stuff like that, really. I guess I should tell you to stop rock crushing them, right? For now. And I guess we have been using a lot of lime to make all this steel, so you can keep doing that, that's fine. Let's see. I do need to dig this as well. There's a mussel sprout we never ate. That's funny. There you go. I guess I'll let you build all of that, just so we can get the Pinpoki growing. Right, let's speed it up. Oh, you're done. Okay. Good. Yeah, they take 16 cycles to grow. That is a long time for them to grow. So you probably do actually want a pretty large operation for this. Well, we can do that. Although if I'm going to do that, I might as well actually... Oh, I see. I made a slight mistake. How am I actually going to reach this? I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the conveyor receptacle here, and I'm going to move that ladder around. And then we're going to fit more up here. I think if we have 20 of them, that should be good enough. And it's this bottom left tile that's a tile of interest. Although I'll need you to make these ones out of actual diamond, I think. This is probably too many of them, but I just want to give it a go, because we haven't done it yet. And also, you only do Starnicles and Pinpoki on these, so this is a pretty unusual building for me to have a look at. But if I have the auto sweeper here, I'm definitely not going to be able to reach over here with ladders. But they'll swim, so that's not the end of the world. That could be a decent thumbnail if I have a load of them. Maybe. I don't know. It's quite satisfying that it's a 5x5 square. Well, we'll see. Yeah, you should be very quick building that gas pipe now. Cool. Yeah, I've had to think about the future Sandbox Showcase videos as well. So, in terms of the Aquatic Planet Pack stuff, I'm going to be doing videos on. I'm going to do a video on bloaters and pacus as well, that I said before. I'm going to do a video about beacons, flute corals, and starnicles, because that combo is extremely strong. Probably the most important thing to talk about. I'll obviously do a video about ore hulls. I'm not imagining it's going to be a super long video, because it's not actually that complicated. It's pretty similar to... Oh, God. What's going on here? Nah, this is fine. Oh, no, the sand... Oh, this came out of here. Oh, for fuck's sake. I guess that makes sense. Right. I'm going to need you to build these now. And this tidal turbine is just not going to work. Okay. That's irritating. I don't mind that that's pouring back down here, because I don't mind having the water down here eventually, but... It's irritating. But yeah, sequides and clampums will be a guide, and the glow squids and tubules will be a guide. I'll make one guide video talking about the Thermal Gas Fissure, the Pinpoki, and the Gum Palm. Because that's obviously a loop with what to do with the sulfur and stuff. I guess the Pinpoki doesn't quite factor into that. I guess it's in kind of its own sort of thing. I'm not really sure where to talk about Pinpoki, because I don't feel like this is worth doing in a video on its own. I'll have a think about that. And then I'll probably do a very short video on the tidal springs. It does occur to me, I actually need to make some normal topic videos again. Because we've done a lot of deep dives recently about like advanced topics, but there's enough new stuff in this DLC that's on the more basic side that I probably should actually cover because it's still important. Like the actual optimal way to set up your tidal turbines. And I also want to do a video about the insulated conductive wire and how you factor it into new transformer designs. Hello, Almost Emily. Hope you're doing well. What are you up to today? We're looking at Pinpoki and hopefully actually getting some natural gas going so we can recruit Jorge. I mean, I could also actually go in here and grab this brain. The chlorine would end up down here, which I think I'm actually okay with. Because this will end up being a lot of natural gases to get this hooked up. Yeah, we'll need to attack the squids. Because they're going to be meanies. They're going to be marini meanies. Right, these suits are all full of oxygen now. That's good. I guess we'll print one more dupe as well. What skills? Keep getting everyone towards suits at this point, I think. I should still be giving people swimming, though, because there's definitely some things they're just not going to be able to look at swimming-wise. I barely looked at the DLC yet. What's your opinion on it? There's some pretty strong tech, for sure. I don't think it's quite as ludicrous as the Prehistoric Planet Pack in terms of power level, but I think it's quite approachable. I think it's a bit more approachable than immediately settling into the Prehistorical or Frosty Planet Packs. Beacons and flue corals seems like a very strong synergy, although we haven't actually dumped any... Oh god, what's happened here? Did I break this again? We've got to be dumping the beacons back in here, because this is our oxygen source. They've just not been doing it, have they? Yeah, we need to be grabbing more beacons and putting them back in this room. Very powerful fish and coral system. You feed the corals salt water and lime, and the fish produce lime from phosphorite, and then the starnacles produce phosphorite from coquina, which is a background material that you have hundreds of tons of. So you could get them to turn it into 4 times, I think it's 90 kilograms per cycle of oxygen from 20 kilograms per cycle of salt water. So that's extremely powerful. That's on the power level of Blums in terms of water to oxygen efficiency. But I've definitely dumped too many fish in this tank. This is not what you're supposed to do. I made a mistake. But we're kind of rolling with it for this run. There's also the bloaters that also produce oxygen from waterweed. They're not as water efficient, but they're a bit easier to set up at the beginning, and that's what we did at the beginning. And you can feed them waterweed that's fertilized in a farm. You can feed them the lettuce as well, I believe. So that is a way of getting more efficiency out of these guys. That doesn't apply to the flue corals. So if you have fertilizer production, these guys are a little bit tempting as well. Slogos are a fantastic water source. Each slogo takes a lot of salt to eat, but they molt for lime. 50% of the salt comes out as dirt. And they produce mucin everywhere, which you can boil into water, or you can... What are you doing, Freya? Why are you in the tile? You can either boil it, or you can use it in plant pulverizer for stuff. But if you're using it for a water source, you boil it. And then, all the excess slogos produce mucin as well. So we got, like, 80 snails over here producing mucin. And we just did a YouTube video about how to get the most mucin out of them. It's crazy. From one breeder ranch of slogos, you can actually get up to 10 kilograms per second of mucin output from them. That's one whole liquid pipe full of mucin from one breeder ranch. And all the excess critters. So that's kind of crazy. And then we have the ore hulls that you could shear for iron ore as well. I don't think this is really overpowered. It's just a nice to have quality of life feature. Because it means you can now make completely renewable steel. They eat these kelp plants that you feed with polluted dirt and polluted water. And then they produce the kelp hulls, which the ore hulls eat. So I like these guys a lot, but they're pretty straightforward. I haven't had to really think about these guys a lot, which is good. And then the sequines, you milk them, which decreases their reproduction. He's not being milked at the moment, though. It decreases their reproduction percentage, but it actually gives you overlean, which you can use to make into caviar, which is a food supplement that gives your dupes +3 morale at the mess table. So, yeah, there's lots of stuff going on. That's a lot of fish. Yes, it definitely is, King James. I probably should have done something about it, but I didn't. Right, can you actually release the fish? What's going on with this? Why is this not working? Did I put a wire where I wasn't supposed to? No. Why is this not working? Because you've got... How many beacons have you got now up here? You trust 11 of them. Is this a water situation up here? These fish releases can be a bit temperamental. The thing about the fish is they do tend to breed pretty quickly, so you can absolutely have problems with them appearing every now and then. Door permissions? No. They should be able to get in here. I bet this has pulled someone from the friggin' bottom of the map here. No, not quite. Okay. You're not hot enough? You'll get hot enough, don't worry. Right, is this working now? I guess the whole mesh tile situation doesn't help. I'm gonna get you to keep sweeping all this water up. There's too much water in these parts. Much quicker when you get all the dupes to do it. Right, did that work? No. Is it that water tile here? Oh, I reckon it might be. Oh, God. Can I put the tile here? I can. Okay, let's build that tile, and then we'll try and grab the beacons again. It doesn't seem to like it if the water on the second tile, or on the first tile, is different than the water on the second tile. That's very frustrating. We've been trying to do it without electrolyzers, obviously, because this is such a strong combo. But obviously the corals aren't working at the moment. That's no bueno. Looks like these things still consume salt water and lime if they're not actually producing oxygen. That's no good. Right, give that a try. And then let's unbuild that. Right, now you should be full of salt water. Now it's working. That's very interesting, isn't it? So if you have a different liquid in this tile than this tile, the fish release doesn't work. That's a big deal, actually. Very interesting. Also, why are these floaters over here? Oh, whatever, I'm not going to complain. I bet you've just been dumped on the way to different tasks. Okay, well, I don't think we have to worry about that anymore. Right, more Pinpoki. So... doesn't let me copy settings. Fair enough. How's this task going in the meantime? Doesn't really seem like it has been going. You've got basalt ladders, that's okay. Alright. You guys have plenty of mask stuff now, so that's good. Someone needs to come down here and build that. We still need to actually build the plastic ladders. Really? What's the long commute status? Well, it's probably not really accurate now, so I'm just going to ignore that. One more dupe? A gasket, maybe? Let's do the gasket, that's fine. Looks like a nice diverse range of foods going on. Oh, I just got hit with an error 2000, that's no good. What are you up to? Oh, you're actually building the wire, good. Yeah, I guess all the iron is down here for the volcano. That's 20 tons of iron. Wait, you can't reach it, can you? Yeah, look, the tile. Holy, look at this. Why have we got 500 kilograms per tile of steam? I bet all the polluted brine blew up. That's probably what happened, right? Right, let's actually make a mesh tile here. And then we can come in here and grab all this iron, right? That'll speed things up. I guess I should go ahead and put Pinpoki on this list. So are you in seeds? Yes. We're just having issues today? Glad it's not just me. Okay. Ashcan is on the way. That's good. Yeah, we definitely had some polluted stuff get in here by accident. Must have been whatever was over here. It's wiggling, it's ready to harvest. So how does this make plastic anyways? Little is known about the inner workings of tubulars, as their potent rotten egg stench makes them an unpopular specimen for closer study. While this odor dissipates during processing, it can linger on skin and clothing for an unpleasantly long time. Ah. Yeah, they eat sulfur, they eat polluted brine or brine. They give you plastic. They give you plastic at about 50% mass. That's fine. Right, this should make it way quicker for you to build the wire now. Because you can just source it from the volcano. Oh no, you're grabbing the meat? Really? That's very funny. Oh look, it's bristling. Oh my god! That is horrendous. That's disgusting. The individual Pinpoki that grow inside Pinpoki clusters are prized by marine cuisine gourmands for their delicate buttery flesh, with an aftertaste that some describe as transcendent. The flavor is so legendary that even just gazing upon a displayed Pinpoki is enough to inspire a high level of emotional satisfaction. But it looks so gross. Look at it twitching. Disgusting. Right, now you're grabbing iron. Good. Where are you going to go put that? The furthest away one? Not quite. Okay. That's fine. Oh, it's probably some of this water over here, maybe. I don't know. That would have all poured in here, right? Right. I think that will get done fairly quickly now. There's now a pay solo mission, apparently. Right, you could definitely start getting towards suits. Yeah, let's keep skilling people up in supplying and swimming and that sort of thing. Good. I guess I will... Actually, I guess I'll get you to grab this one. Because it's ready anyways. Oh, the steam's all coming up here now. I guess this is going to gradually boil the water if we keep bringing the iron through that way. Well, I'm glad this one's still working, but I'm kind of miffed. Just a bit where we just time skip like 20 cycles? Probably not, right? He's making a mess. No, 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 no. Stop peeing. You're fine. Probably yellow alert related. I did give you enough downtime, right? Yeah, I did give you enough downtime. Yeah, so now the beacons are in here. You have 8 out of 8, and now the flue corals are producing the oxygen again. It's bubbling up at the top. It's so much oxygen. It's actually too much oxygen, if I'm being honest. But I didn't really want to fiddle around with ratios in this run. We'll do a bit more of that later on, but yeah, it's so much. There's just a lot of time spent on ranching, isn't there? Now, are you actually using this? You have got the oxygen stored up. I want to see someone use this. Will it happen? Because my logic is, if you're ranching down here, you're probably going to start suffocating at some point, just because you're doing the ranching task like usual. Will you do that instead of just surfacing? I guess we'll find out. We've still got the cuddle pip that we haven't used either. It feels bad. You're grabbing all the sand. There. Well, seems like they didn't use it. I'm not gonna watch that forever. I think it's too forgiving. I'm enjoying it, but it's easy and standard. It's quite forgiving. Yeah. As far as the DLCs go. But that's fine. Not everything has to be super mega difficult. Also, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that this DLC feels different balance-wise than the other ones that Clay have done. Because it has been primarily incorporated from a mod. So that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. I do need to keep giving people the swimming skills as well. I keep forgetting that. Right, you're actually getting this all done now. See, this is the importance of supplying buildings with local materials. It saves so much construction time. But there is a biome above the lava. It's still safe. These dupes should be getting crispy. I mean, they're in Atmo suits. I mean, yes, you don't have to have Atmo suits to go in this biome. But there are lots of aggressive glow squids that will attack you. So, I can kind of see... the difficulty. But, yes, it's not that hard. Unless you get a load of heat leaks. Or you open up an iron volcano because you're bored. Right, you're actually building all this. That's good. Also, the fact that the dupes have more breath because they're getting all the swimming skills by default, because you need them anyways, and the fact that they don't suffocate immediately, I think that probably makes it feel a lot easier as well, but that's just a general game change. That's just easier across the board now. You actually gonna come and supply the diamond for this eventually? You're gonna go uproot the salt mine? Sure. Do you actually need to do that? Probably not, right? Oh well. Guess it makes air masks pretty pointless too. They need an adjustment. Yes. The fact that the swimming skill gives you more breath in general makes it very powerful even if the dupes aren't swimming, because they can just go around carbon dioxide pits without a lot of trouble. We've been coasting on that a fair bit. Why are you guys peeing? You have bathrooms. They are usable. We have 2 different schedules. Do we need to make another schedule? I could make another schedule. Is that too similar to the other one? I'll move it back 1, and then we'll put, I guess, a smattering of dupes on it. I'm not going to do this very exactly. Then Turner could go on this one. And then that should be about right. Why is it saying toilets are out of service? Oh! Do we actually have too many dupes for the thimble reed to work? I don't think we do. Yeah, I think what they need to do... I think instead of giving a breath bonus, I think all the swimming-related skills... Oh, I don't know, actually. Because that wouldn't make any sense. Obviously, it makes sense that the dupes... They want the dupes to be able to hold their breath underwater longer. But equally, it does just make them better in suffocation situations no matter what. And that logically makes sense. I was going to say maybe they get less breath reduction in water, but that doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they should reduce the bonus. I love how these look. Yeah, maybe they should reduce the bonus. I don't know. I'm kind of glad that the game has been a little bit on the easy side as the update has dropped, because they changed so much in the update. I think I would be pretty... It would be pretty intimidating otherwise. I imagine what will probably happen is they will nerf the breathing bonus and the movement speed bonus once the DLC's been out for a while. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, a lot of people just have like almost underwater bases completely just because it's easier than normal. Which is a bit weird. This bit here, farming the Pinpoki, reminds me of farming gel sacks in Subnautica. Maybe they should have a larger swimming speed bonus or reduced breath bonus. And also less base speed. I still think the dupes are too fast in general. And it invalidates a lot of things. Like the transit tubes, like the jet suits, like the remote work terminals. They should make athletics give less speed bonus in general, I think. Give us a reason to build these transport networks. The boot thing is a problem. I don't mind them swimming. Doesn't matter, but the fact I put in an oil drainer and I still want to use a regular bathroom is infuriating. Yeah, that's just a door permissions thing, isn't it? You have to get them to use a separate bathroom. At least now you can set default Barnic dupes to not go in a room. So I think that's better than it was. Big speed bonuses for the second swimming, but you're correct. Yeah. Well, they're nearly done with this. Oh my god, that's so many squids. I feel kind of bad about murdering them all, but... Actually, are they even aggressive now? No, they are aggressive. There's too many eggs in here. Oh my god. We do have to come clear this, though. Also, I need to put the wire down here as well. So that wire just needs to come down here. That's fine. Oh, don't yell at that. Oh my god. That could all be party 8, actually. Do that party 8. Alum! Do I have a use for alum? No, not really. We don't have any above ground plants, do we? Remote work would be a lot more useful if it worked across planetoids. Yeah, using remote workers to geotune volcanoes on other planets. That would be very powerful. Possibly too powerful. But you could make it so it uses a lot more power if it's transmitting to another planet. That's what they should do. They should make a setting where it transmits to other planets, but it uses a lot more power. Then I think that would actually be worth considering. But they should just do the athletics nerf and then make it worth considering anyways. It's funny, I thought there were more squids in this one. I think there's actually more squids in this one. We'll see. We'll see. O2 masks have been a skip for me ever since their station started requiring pipes. Makes them way too close to in annoyance to atmo suits while being worse. I mean... Yeah, but at least they don't take refiber. But yes, they aren't very good. In all honesty. Oh my god, Minnow, it's so funny. Your breath is so high, but you're also just so slow. I don't like it. Right, you're not actually protecting anymore, but you are. Okay. We have a Pinpoki. Okay. Go ahead and plant it. Let's keep planting all of these. In fact, can I do this now? There you go, there you go. I think a better fix for masks should be that swimming speed bonus only applies to wearing a mask. The mask comes with swim fins. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. I like that idea. Oh, I am absolutely just overloading the shit out of this wire now, aren't I? So, how am I going to resolve that then? What's using all the power? Oh, the gleaner. Yeah, the gleaner probably shouldn't be on the same wire as the other stuff. So, that's probably a case of me doing that, right? But there's 3 turbines on here. Oh, I guess it's fine. Let's just see how that goes. Let's see. So we've got one that's not working. 1, 2. Oh, right. I think we need all those to run the metal refinery. 3. Yeah, I think we need to... I think I need to make it so that... I need to make it so that this wire here... Get off of yellow alert. I need to make it so that this wire here goes to these tidal turbines. And then I can cut this one off. So just build that wire first and then I'll connect it up. You wanted an aquatic pip? A platy pip? That's a good name. Yang on YouTube says, or make interplanetary remote workers require repeating infra, like the beacons from automation. Repeating infra? What does that mean? It is definitely going to take us a while to grow all of these Pinpoki, but that's fine. Right, can I just yellow alert these guys now? I think maybe we're at the point where I should. I will just get you to remake this out of gold, I think. I don't really mind if the arcade cabinet isn't working for now. Yeah, I'm just going to get you to make this yellow alert now. We'll go for another half hour. We'll get George to do some work for us. We will uproot the Pinpoki in this area and do the attack as well. And then that would be a good start. But yeah, I think we will just need to keep attacking these guys because there's too many eggs. You can tell when they're angry because they're glowing red. I wasn't kidding about Twitch being bad today. No, I'm not. Right, set this to above 1,000. Above 1,000? That's not a lot. What's the gas situation here? I could probably set this to above 500. Any less than that, we're going to start pumping it inefficiently, so probably shouldn't do that. I'm just glad something's happening today. I always worry that, especially in runs like this where it's a bit fast and loose, and we're kind of just clambering over the whole map, that we're not going to get things done fast enough, but I think we're getting things done fast enough. Setting up the geotuners might take a bit more time. But yeah, tomorrow we'll sort the squids out. We'll start actually breeding them properly. I think what that means is I need to actually find an area without the squid eggs. Squid eggs take 20 cycles to incubate, though. These guys live for a while. You are far enough away from the others, and you actually can't get through this gap. So this squid seems like a good candidate for actually setting up the ranch, and we could do it right in here. So, yeah, I think that's a good plan. We keep the squid in here, we grow the tubulars, and we ranch it down here. We'll probably grow some extra tubulars because we do want the plastic. Well, I know you're peeing yourself because you're doing the yellow alert. Maybe this didn't need to be steel. Well, at least if you pee yourselves, it's going to get dumped on the one tile. I guess it's getting dumped here, that's fine. It shouldn't end up sinking below the salt water, right? Yeah, that's regular water on top, that's good. And then what I'll do as well is I will actually, if I dig that and I dig this, then you should be able to get in here, and then we can start digging out these Pinpoki, and we can give that a try. Although I suspect people are actually going to get attacked in there, so we'll see what happens. No one's actually been attacked yet, but then they can't actually access the areas yet. I saw a mucin trick with squids. Apparently squids are just fine a mucin, but they can't leave it, so you can make a two-tile high safe squid area and drop another critter in there. The squid will try and kill it, but can't because it's on land. You can get large amounts of squid ink that way. Yes, we will definitely try that. If we have a look at squid ink, so this boils into mucin and refined carbon, and that's a fair bit of refined carbon. We get a lot of squid ink, so that's good. Is that it? Oh, well, obviously you put it in the... You put it in things instead of bracking. It's like half as good as bracking. So what do you actually want large amounts of squid ink for, then? Is it literally just because it's free and you can use it instead of bracking? Okay, there we go. So we've actually got the natural gas going now. It's good. So let's actually go and set surf and turf. We don't have yet. I guess we'll see what they get up to. Nobody is currently idle, so we'll let everyone keep cracking on. Yeah, we need to get in here to swim, and we do need to actually get in here to access the polluted brine vent. What is this one? That is the leaky oil fish. I knew this. I keep checking these all the time. I never learn. Oh, I should tell them to get in here and uproot these while these squids are happy. I don't know, I get so mad at the darn fish I have to restart before I get that far down. Maybe after I figure out how to properly tame them I will. I feel like in principle a lot of the actual fish ranching behaviors should be quite similar to the Paku ranch in design. But obviously there will be a little bit of difference. Is there anything else I actually want to make? Probably not. I mean, we're not doing pinch of peppers at the moment. We definitely could. But if we don't have to, I probably won't worry about it. Why are you trussing up all these bloaters? Oh, yeah, you're setting the timer, aren't you? Actually, did I just not connect this properly? Oh. That should be a bridge. Not that I'm actually using the emulsifier at the moment. I think that's fine. But why are you still going after this guy? Oh, you've only got 8 critters. Wait. Oh, there's bloaters in this friggin' pool. Oh, I'm gonna need you to murder all of these then. We're not allowed any bloaters in here. That is a problem. Murder some snails while you're at it. Okay. We have many snails. Right, skills. Liam Mechatronics sounds good. And then we'll keep going on supplying. Yeah, keep going with these. They look so sad and orange when they're not growing. Right, so that is natural gas. That is there. Do we have any surf and turf? Have we made it already? Not yet. We will know when it appears. That probably needs to be priority 9 as well. Hello, Firat Khan. I think game needs some challenges so easy to get self-sustaining quality with all DLCs. Yes, that is true. What I would suggest is if you're playing the game with all DLCs, possibly play it on a higher difficulty at this point. Because there are so many absolutely cracked critter behaviors. And it's good that there's the option to make the game easier, but it is making the complete version of the game a lot easier, especially with the Printerceptor allowing you to access all this DLC content on other starts easily. That's the kicker. Don't play with the Printerceptor and play on higher difficulty settings if you want a more challenging experience. I haven't really recommended that before, but I think I am going to start recommending it. Because we've got oxygen sources that are 4 times more water efficient than electrolyzers. We've got really, really powerful food sources. There are many loops that let us get access to loads of plastic at this point. The polluted brine vent gives you way more salt than you had access to previously. The sulfur has a lot more uses now. There's really a lot of things that are making the game easier now, for sure. And there's been a load of quality of life updates, which are definitely good. We've already given the hermit sushi. We've been making that down here. We've been making sushi rolls and nigiris, and the uni doesn't actually get good enough quality for George. You don't get power of it, but you have all the tidal springs. I mean, I get it, but like, yeah, we have enough power on this asteroid. At least to start with. What's Gosman currently up to? Oh, you're cooking here. Well, I think I should make the grills priority 8. Maybe? You shouldn't be grilling instead of sushiing. I don't think. Then again, we have a lot of fish, so maybe not. Iridium on Prehistoric Planet Pack is OP2. Iridium is really powerful. Resin is very powerful, as we've discussed at length on the YouTube videos about resin boilers. Lure plants are extremely powerful for getting you the resin for free. And obviously that way you get a load of plastic for free. Yeah, there's some really crazy stuff you can do now combining all the different DLC mechanics. Let's keep getting suits. Have I named one of my sushi chefs Bancho? No, from Dive the Daver. Dave the Diver, Dive the Daver. Indeed. Right, there's the surf and turf. Let's tell the dupes not to eat this. We've done it. We've actually succeeded in doing another thing. It's nice when we do that occasionally. Don't give them another sushi roll. Right, Frey, you can deliver the stuff. We're still not done yet though, because I want to get the marine drill working. There you are. Let's get a couple more frames at least. I'll play Diver Daver at some point. That's definitely a game I think I would enjoy. I saw Shen was playing the Jungle DLC for that game, and that felt quite different apparently. An absolute must-play once game like Dredge. Yeah, I saw Dredge a while ago and I thought that looked good. That's another one that might be on my list. Just general aquatic games. I mean, I think it has to be in the sort of genre that I like, but I'm pretty sure Dave the Diver is. Right, is this another George thumbnail? It could be another George thumbnail. I think I'd prefer for it to be the Marine Drill, but, well, who knows? Ding dong! We did it! He's got the beard, he's the beardy weirdy. There we go. And he's in his dress! Look, George is in his dress. Good. So what is this George? Are you flatulent? Please tell me you're not flatulent. You are biohazardous, charismatic, yeah. And then you have... what skills? He has a bit of piloting, excavation, and creativity. Okay, you know what, I'll take that. I'm just going to give you the 2 dive masters and then digging, I think. There you go. And then... let's see. Focus on digging, I think. And then you could get the swimwear and the rubber boots too. There you go. And then we'll print one more dupe. That'll be good. And now you'll give everyone their balloons. Hooray! You do play hard, and I do all achievements run every time, but it doesn't really affect anything after 300 cycles. The original game had Oasis, and it was a challenge. I wish there were more hostile creators in Danger. Yeah. I wish they did Oasis spaced out and Moonlit versions. I think the challenge from the Moonlets having such limited resources is something that some of the new DLC lacks. There's no Relica Moonlit. There's no Aquatic Moonlit, where you're really limited on space. I think that would help a lot adding to the challenge. So I hope Clay adds more Moonlit clusters to the game. And yeah, I want an asteroid that's super hot. I want an asteroid that's not got a lot of water sources on it, so you have to get creative. I want one where it's really suitable for bionic dupes, but less so for organic dupes. Like, maybe there's like a load of oil and gunk that you have to process to get the water. And like a load of hydrogen and natural gas vents, and you have to take the polluted water from the natural gas and do something with it. I think that's what I want to see. So let's actually get this Priority 9 now. So I think all we need to do, there's a few things we need to do. We need to actually put an auto sweeper down here. Let's make this one out of iron. I believe that goes on this tile. But I think what I'll do is I'll get the auto sweeper and put it here. And then... oh, are these all tubuliers? Oh, that's funny. Well, maybe I'll build it here then. Yeah, we'll build it there. We'll want to load the refined carbon in. So I think what I'll probably do is just put a... probably just put a conveyor loader and a receptacle in here, and then they can manually load it with refined carbon for now. And that's mostly because I don't want to put a storage bin on this. And then the sulfur will come out. I don't care too much about the sulfur for now. I just need to make sure this is actually clearing. So let's focus on getting that done now. Beetle mod, I don't like it that much, but it's what you're describing. Yeah, kind of like the Beetle mod. I will have a look at that at some point. Oh, a glow squid egg. You know what? I will print a glow squid egg, because that might mean I can just get an easy squid up here. The only thing is, the squids die at 20 degrees C. They don't care about what liquid they're in, though. Maybe I'll just put the glow squid in here. This will stay warm enough. Yeah, that's... maybe we'll just move all the glow squid stuff up here. That's probably actually the easiest thing to do. It's funny. What on earth is loading this wire so much? Oh, the juke bot and the surfboards. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I did put a load of recreational buildings on those wires. I get it. Now that's cheesy. Yeah, I'd like to see more moonlets. We know that the planet packs and the devs do are great. Let's see some different things. Now. Let's keep fleshing them out. Maybe a couple more lab seeds as well. That would be nice. I can't imagine that would be too much. You know what might be interesting? Having a flipped Marinia where you have the abyss surrounding the starting biome and then the other stuff is further down. That might be interesting. I guess not flipped so much as rotated. Twitch failed again? Okay, I don't think it's failing on my end that time. Right, are you actually going to get in here? Yes. Oh, you're grabbing all the diamond now, and you're grabbing all the plastic. Okay, that's fair enough. You haven't got power? We actually have power? Oh, I'm totally going to have to get this working again, aren't I? I think I could do it, but what I need to do is I need to actually... Oh, I'm irritated. I need to get all this water up here. I could just tile it. That would take a while. I could just do that. I don't want them doing this instead of other tasks, though. I guess if you do that, that will be off to a good start. And then you could similarly tile these bits. Just keep pushing the water back up here. The main thing is, I need to stop it from flowing out this way, which that should stop it, I believe. But you do actually have to go and do this. This is the main thing I want you to do. Are you currently on the way to do that? You are. Good. What are you on the way to do? You're on the way to dig. Oh, right. Let's check. Are there any digging errands I need you to do? Oh, it's these ones. Well, I do want you to do that, because there is a good 600 kilograms of plastic here. I feel like they're actually running out of air. No, it's the schedules. It's just a really long way for them to go. At least you've got the iron in here. What are you doing now? Oh, there's still a gasket in here. That's funny. What's the situation now? You're not getting attacked by the squids. Why is George not getting attacked by the squids? I was distinctly told this was going to be a problem. I could get a thumbnail of George swimming around with the squids. That could be funny. Oh, you can't swim, can you? No, you can swim. George, you literally have the swimming skill. Did you just not feel like doing it? Apparently so. How weird. I think it just takes them too long to get down here. Am I going to have to yellow alert this again? I'm just going to have to yellow alert this again, aren't I? I don't think this will take too long for them to do. So let's give it a try. Let's see if they can handle it. The materials are down here, so it shouldn't take you that long to do. You just need to actually prioritize it. We're coming to grab a Pinpoki. Okay. This is taking too long. Considering how many fish you have in that tank, I bet the squids aren't getting a turn to think. That is very funny, actually. Maybe you're right. Maybe we've disarmed the squids. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Oh dear. Dupes an Exo Suit prioritize walking over swimming. Really? That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Yeah, they're definitely not attacking. Yeah, I did tell you to do all of this. Give it a go. Once you can actually get in the water, that should help things as well. Because at the moment, they can't even swim. So they don't have access to this. But now that ladder's going to be built, that should help. Yeah, now it should go pretty smoothly. Okay. Yeah. Well, there we go. Apparently, if we have enough fish in the fish reactor, the glow squids don't care about the dupes invading their personal space. That's very funny. Oh, Quinn, you're not very fast, are you? This is probably too long to have a load of yellow alert errands, but I don't really care. I think the squid only attack other critters, not the dupe. No, they definitely attack dupes, don't they? I've seen them attack dupes before. When they're red and angry. One thing I would say, the red markings don't really have a lot of contrast with the red squid. I feel like it should be a different color. Or maybe you should just make it... You know what I think it should do? I think you should just make a big exclamation mark on its head. You know, maybe 2 of them. Like this. Oh, did the squid just attack? Is there any squid ink appearing? Not by the looks of it. Squid ink is a different color than the other liquids. I guess we didn't really need you to build all those ladders, did we? I probably will anyways, just so that dupes can get down here without needing to swim. Because this isn't swimming exclusive access to this area. The rest of this stuff is a bit more mandatory. And then the sulfur would go to the tubuliers. Oh, look! Oh my god. They're all here. Did this one literally just spawn in? As we, had a look? That's one that we should actually hook up as well, isn't it? So, I'll tell you what. Let's priority 9 this dig. Because you can access all of this. And then that natural gas can come over here as well. And then this is possibly a case where I will keep building these. And I will tell them to keep digging up these Pinpoki as well. Okay. Well, I'll put this as priority 9. And then I think we'll do the same thing over here, you know. I don't think I want to build a big conveyor rail down here. We'll just load up these bins independently. This doesn't actually have to run too much, so I don't mind the dupes coming down here to manually load this every now and then. And then I think that would just be a case of building the wire straight... No, don't build it out of gold. Wait. Were you actually building that wire out of gold? No. Okay. Yeah, they definitely attack. They're definitely supposed to attack dupes, but they're not. I have seen that happen before, though. We got more squids over here. We'll leave the squids alone. I like how these basalt back walls look. Well, these are basalt tiles and basalt backwards. Here's a question. Why do we get basalt out of volcanoes? Don't answer that. That's... I don't know what I'm talking about. Volcanoes produce magma, apparently. Hope you do well, Highboard Jace. We found some natural gas, so we've actually hooked up a gas range, and we actually managed to recruit George, so that's good. And we're currently trying to actually build... I'll go alert this too, because I want this to show up. And then I'll build another couple of ladders here, although realistically, if they can't swim here, they're not going to be doing great, are they? I'll do that. Then come over here. There's actually some natural gas in this oil well as well. There's actually some crude oil down here. It's kind of fun. Geothermal fishes do look like farting bubbles. They are farting bubbles. That's actually what's happening. Right, good luck, dupes. Let's get this built, and then we'll get a screenshot of the thumbnail for the marine drill. And I think we're pretty satisfied with that. And actually, knowing that the glow squids are going to be fairly passive is probably a good thing. But might not necessarily be a good thing. If we want them to make a load of squid ink. I've only seen them attack poke shell in my playthrough. Maybe I'm not paying attention. I think it says if your dupes are being attacked. Yeah, I definitely should be yellow alerting all of this. Just taking too freaking long. Allow manual use and then load it with refined carbon. Pay's already digging over here. That's kind of funny. Oh, you're grabbing the basalt. Okay, that's fine. They are literally just yellow alerting, messing themselves. We'll do a cleanup later. I'm just keen to see this actually working. But not so keen I'm gonna red alert everyone. That's just mean. We do that when the dupe's survival depends on it, but not really before. Yeah, that's building up nicely. Yeah, there's the conveyor rail done. Then you're going to go eat. You're going to go eat yourself. Very good. Just going to that biome. What's the setup for the drills? So the vents produce 83.3 grams per second of natural gas. They also produce 833 grams per second of sulfur. When it fills up, you fill the drill with diamond. Oh, you fill it with diamond. Of course you fill it with diamond. Hold on. Yeah, diamond. That's why we're doing the Pinpoki, to get the diamond. We have plenty of diamond mined up at the moment, but it uses 1,000 kilograms? Really? No. It uses 1 kilogram per second while it's in use. And then it also uses a kilowatt of power when it's in use. And then it unblocks the sulfur. And then you get the natural gas out again. But it's 10 times as much sulfur as natural gas. So it's mostly a sulfur source. But I mean, some natural gas is good, right? Well, I'm hoping this won't take you too much longer to do, but I'm very aware that you're still peeing yourselves. You don't look overly happy, so have fun with that. Are the corals more water efficient compared to electrolyzers? Yes. Corals give you 4.5 times the amount of oxygen out of the water as electrolyzers do. Well, actually, it's even more than that. Electrolyzers give you like 88% efficiency. The blue corals turn 20 kilograms of salt water into 90 kilograms of oxygen. It's crazy. You do need the lime, you do need the light, but the beacon provides all of that just for a small phosphorite cost. And the Starnacle makes phosphorite for free via Coquinia, which you have 100 tons of. Hundreds of tons of. So... Oh, you didn't build this wire, did you? No, it's just this wire. Okay. So, yeah, it's kind of cracked. You do need to make sure the fish are happy and the fish are still entering the room, but this is probably one of the strongest oxygen sources in the game. The synergy between the Starnacle, the beacon, and the flue coral is extreme. And the requirements really aren't that bad. I guess the main thing is, you do need to cool a saltwater vent eventually. We've been pumping it out of the environment for a while. Because they don't actually you don't actually need to consume a lot of salt water for them to be happy. At all. Because they're so efficient. But eventually you will need to cool salt water for them, which is not great. Or you'll need to emulsify water with salt. But where are you getting the salt from? Probably a geyser, right? You could desalinate and then re-emulsify a brine geyser, I guess. That's kind of gross. How's this going, Abe? Nope, Abe's got other things in mind. Where are you going? You're grabbing the basalt. Okay. What, for the ladder? Well, you just tried to run, but you didn't have any... power. Oh, you do have power. Okay. Yeah, there we go. You know what? I kind of want that to drill in the actual thumbnail, so I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to cut that off for now. I want to see it work first. I want to see get everything else sorted out. I feel like you should be doing these tasks faster. Oh, you're making that wire out of gold. Why are you making that one wire segment out of gold? That's so stupid. Yeah, you're loading that with diamond. That's good. Rip the diamond press. Seems like Pinpockets are a better deal now. Well, yes, if you have them. That's generally how critters work. They're generally better than buildings if you have them. I mean, we had fun with the diamond press. We did a lot of that on Sour Gas and Bust. Also, it's not very high throughput. Yes, it's more efficient, but it takes ages unless you have loads of them. I guess you can have loads of them because they produce seeds. But then you've got like a vast amount of space taken up producing diamond for you. Which I guess isn't necessarily the end of the world. This feels like a piss take now. I'm glad that you're grabbing the Pinpockets, but this should really be happening faster, shouldn't it? Can they not reach those tiles? Hello? Oh, can you not swim? Oh, of course, they do need swimming access to get over here. Okay, well, I'll probably put this in a priority 9 then. I'm sure that's not causing the issue. Pinpockets are slower than Diamond Press, but yeah, if you use wild planted arbitraries or lums, you, in practice, get free natural gas and sulfur. Yeah. I mean, if you use pip planting, you get free resources. Can you believe it, guys? This is why I didn't use pip planting, because it makes the game a bit too easy. I know the devs will never do it, but sometimes I wish they would rework pips so that you need a specific variant to plant productive buildings. Like, make it so that the regular pips can only replant decorative buildings. Why did I just give you pyrotechnics? We're not doing anything with friggin' pyrotechnics. It'd be fun when all the steam explodes out of here, isn't it? Why did I tell you to make this wire out of gold? Right, that's actually done. I'm gonna cancel this. And cancel that. Right. Okay. Let's see it work then. plug it in. We did it! Obviously very murky. At least it's nice and yellow. It does have a nice yellow color on it. Oh, we're out of power. Wait, are we really out of power? No. It's a lot of power. It doesn't have to run very frequently, though. I think I may actually have to hook up some more power sources. Oh, no, I know what I was going to do. I was going to do this. Ta-da! And... ta-da. There you go. Now you should be fine. Well, you should at least be closer, right? Oh my god, really? 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 Oh. Oh, it's because it's break time as well. I don't want any... Oh, you know what? Let's print nails. Last dupe. Last dupe. Then you get the improved strength, and then you can just do tidying. There we go. 25 dupes. Fantastic. And then we've got to see this thing actually work. There's the yellow bar gone. We got the blue bar. Is that accurate? Doesn't look accurate. Removes mineral buildup from underwater vents to restore the flow of gases. It's built on top of a vent or fissure. Once it's all set up, blockages take care of themselves. True. And if it's using a kilogram per second, and we have 1,000 kilograms in here, they shouldn't have to load this too frequently with diamonds, so... I think that's actually fine, considering how far away it is. All these recreational buildings are sucking down too much gas. Okay. I need to show you what it looks like when it breaks apart, though. So we need to put refined carbon in here. There you go. Oh, you need to build that friggin' segment here. How about, instead of that, you build a bridge. There you go. Last dupe, I swear. On this run, maybe. No, we're already lagging a lot. I mean, it's probably the 500 fish more than anything else, but I don't really want to keep lagging like crazy. So no more dupes. I probably need to tell them not to use the metal refinery when this needs going. Oh look, there you go, it worked. Yeah, look, all the sulfur came out. I don't know why it stops at half progress. Yeah, it comes out as little lumps. I really like the animation for it. Eat some of the fish. We are eating the fish. We're eating the fish at a controlled pace. Yeah, there you go, there's the sulfur. It comes out at 100 degrees C as well. So bear that in mind. The gas itself, I don't know what temperature that comes out at. 100 C. That does make sense. Cool. Well, there we go. We've officially made fart bubbles. Also, I need to dig these tiles out, so you could probably do another ladder here. But that'll do for now. Once they dig over here, that should grab a bit more. I will tell them to build ladders here, here, and here as well, and we'll start pushing these tiles over. But that will take a while. So I guess what we will do... So what we'll do next time, tomorrow, we'll get this second one built. We can get more gas production. I'll possibly set up some natural gas production. Natural gas power plant stuff. And it will probably be the glow squids and the tubuliers. But yeah, look, all the Pinpoki. They're coming along well. Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll figure out a good space for them. We'll get all this salt water sorted out too. Guess just keep pushing it out the way for now. Go ahead. I can't actually get you to remove the flue coral, can I? Interesting. That's fine. Just keep doing that for now. We'll keep tiling up this water so it pushes out of here, and then hopefully get this one running again. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. We have learned a lesson. We have done a thing. And Ellie can have supplying. Good. Cool. Okay. We're making some more progress. We only had to yellow alert them 50% of the time. Things are a little bit too far away for them, but that's fine on a run like this. Next time, I think we'll just have to plan our access shafts a bit better. I think next aquatic run we do, I'm going to focus on organizing the liquids really quickly now that we know what we're doing with them. But yes, thank you very much for hanging out and enjoying the stream. I'm glad that you guys have persevered through some minor internet issues. If you like what you've seen, feel free to follow me on Twitch and you'll get notifications when I go live. Likewise, feel free to subscribe on YouTube and you'll get notifications when I go live on YouTube. We are going to endeavor to upload more Sandbox Showcase videos. I'm hoping to get another one done this weekend, and I'm hoping that's going to be the Spigot Seals. But yes, take care. Highborn Jace, Charlie Kelly. Have a good one on YouTube. There is also the... so the Slow Go video is out at the moment, so please do have a look at that. Some interesting tech in there. And yeah, next one will be on Spigot Seals. I'll start planning it out. And if you have anything you want to show me, feel free to show me on the Discord. Take care, Yang M on YouTube. Let's go raid someone. Who are we going to go raid? I don't know. How about you look? Who is on? You can see Shen is playing EU5. Let's go raid Carry, actually. Let's see what they're doing. It's been a hot minute. I need to actually start watching only people on YouTube again now I'm actually playing this DLC. I stopped watching people streaming because I didn't want to spoil myself on the content, but I think I'm actually understanding it pretty well now. So we'll start watching other people again. I promise. But yes, send Carry any fish emotes you have, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye for now.